What's up, y'all? Good morning. So, I'm just going to tell y'all about, I don't know what I titled this, either why it took me 7 years to reach 1 year of semen retention, or maybe I titled it my semen retention journey. I don't know what I titled this, but that's the premise of this story. I'm about to head to my mom's. It's a beautiful Sunday morning. About to get breakfast with her. It'll be great. I already deadlifted. Got a nice workout in. I feel amazing. So I figured I'd just tell you this story real quick. Or not real quick. I got a little bit of time to go. So I wanted to start this all way back. Let me just tell you the full story. So way back in 2018, yeah, I was chronically addicted to porn. I'll be honest. I'm just saying the words, unfortunately. Chronically addicted. Bad. Multiple times a day. Every day, multiple times a day. Y'all know how it is. It's a struggle, bro. It's a struggle for real. And I had unlimited access to the internet. Nobody checked me. Nobody knew. Nothing. I was probably 10 when I first, touched my thing. But eventually, it's like the building block memes. I don't know if y'all ever seen them. It's the porn addiction. It's like seeing something when you're like 10, seeing whatever, Padman, Star Wars, whatever, and then porn addiction is a steep slope. So I just gradually got more and more, and bro, it's so weird. Now that I'm out of it, like, man, I really was watching another man do that with a girl. I was like, that's just whack, bro. I don't even like thinking about that. I'm just fortunate where I am now. It's just crazy, bro. It's like, that's just the most beta behavior. I'm gonna watch someone else have sex with a woman. That is whack. And it's crazy how much, bro, like, we really... like, the internet really changed this, because, bro, you gotta think about evolution and everything like that. The only way we were ever, like, with the amount of times I busted to some weird stuff, not weird, but like, porn, bro, the only way someone would get that much game, like, 500 years ago, you had to be a king. You had to be royalty to be going out and having that many, just imagine watching porn and then PMO, that's what we call it, porn, masturbation, or all that stuff. But like, imagine, bro, you had to be royalty. Like, even then, I don't even think you could keep up with it as much as you do with the freaking internet, which is just crazy how much we were just all exposed to it too young. Like, really, all exposed to it too young, and just with no... Because if I'm talking to you, if you're resonating with this message, bro, you are literally just like me. You probably were exposed to that joint way too young. Literally, freaking child. I was a child watching that, bro. But thank God. So my journey, let me get back to my journey off that tangent, bro. Thank God for Spiritual Soul. I was part of the 2K community. I played 2K all the time. I watched 2K YouTubers, but I never watched Soul Illuminati like that. Like, I knew the memes about him, and I had Instagram and everything like that, so I always saw the memes, and bro was just a very memeable person. He was funny. It was mad funny. But I didn't really start watching him until he made that spiritual channel. And he was like, XXX Tentacion was right. And like, back in the day, that was like my favorite rapper. And I was like, oh my god, what's he on about? And then somehow that got me into that. And then I saw the NoFap. And for some reason, up until I was like 14, 15. Yeah, when did I see that video? It was 2019, so I was probably 15. No, I was 16 at that time. I was 16 years old, just turned it. And I didn't even know that porn was bad, which is crazy. Which is crazy. I'm gonna be an open book with y'all. I went to Catholic school, so I always heard people saying freaking, it's bad, but nobody ever explained, like, in an actual reasonable way why it's bad. And in case y'all don't know, bro, it just affects everything. Like, the main thing for me now is, like, my drive. Like, so that's the reason why I don't do drugs or anything like that either. I'm a straight edge kid, but legitimately, that, like, it makes you complacent. Like, it makes you okay with where you're at. And freaking, I got bigger dreams. I got bigger goals. I want to be, and I will be, successful on YouTube. I don't want to work ever again. I mean, I've been working for freaking dang near a decade now. That's how old I am. Now, like, real rap, I'm coming up on 7 years working. But, like, bro, I'm done with it. And some people really just be out here doing 40 years, and they're like, all right, and then you get a pension, and I'm done. I'm like, bro, 40 years? What you gonna do when you're 60? Anyways, yeah, but, like, I got bigger dreams. So when you watching that, bro, like, the way our biology is like, all right, you procreated. Like, every time you release to a video, your mind is telling you procreated, you did it, good job, relax. That's why we'd be so dead after a bus, bro. We'd be dead, having no energy, just laying around doing nothing. It's like, yeah, and when you're in it, it's just so, there's just no energy, bro. No energy to do what you actually want. On top of that, it's like talking to girls too. Like, you don't see women the same way, bro. Since this semen retention, bro, my relationship with women has been crazier. Like, you can actually have a conversation, and my ability to talk to them is going through the roof. It's just like, it's just not like, obviously I'm not freaking a robot. Like, obviously you get, like, urges and stuff like that, but if they don't control me anymore, and that's thanks to God. I'm not trying to make this, like, all about me. Like, yeah, I'm great, but, like, bro, like, because I'm purified my mind. I purified my mind, bro. It's like, it's just, like, nice. It's like, a woman. It's not like, you know, oh, what can I do to that woman? It's like, it's just more chill, bro. But that's, yeah. So then, yeah, I found Spiritual So's video. Let me get back on track, bro. I go on so many tangents. But yeah, I found that video, watched that, and I'm like, oh shoot, bro, I gotta try this. I gotta do this. And, like, once I found out it was bad, though, that's the crazy part. Is, like, I'm like, I have to do this. Like, I have to do this. And I did it. And I remember, like, when I first started, because obviously when you're fully in it, you're like, I'm not that addicted. I could put this down. That's why I told myself when I was first, I could just not do it, bro. Like, 2 days. I said, all right, I'm back. But, like, I never, like, after every bust, though, I'm trying to put it in, like, not a crazy way, but, like, that's the only way I can think of it right now. After every bust, after every relapse, we'll call it relapse. After every relapse, bro, I said, all right, what do I gotta do better? Like, I never quit. That's the biggest thing, and that's the biggest takeaway I can say. Because God is gonna put you on so many, like, a different journey than me. You gonna have a different journey. I'm gonna have a different journey. Everybody's gonna have a different journey on the semen retention thing, and it is so worth it, bro. But yeah, bro. So yeah, I made it. Yeah, I relapsed. Like, the first year, I didn't really get, like, a super long streak. Maybe, like, freaking 30 days, which is still great. Which is great. Just don't underestimate it. It'd be like a week, and then, you know, 30 days. Hey, buddy, we gonna go? All right. But yeah. So it was like 30 days. Was the longest one, and then next year, bro, I remember when COVID hit. That is when I was in my peak, bro. And I was junior year when COVID hit. So, like, going into junior year, I remember that freaking going into school again, bro, I felt so confident. I was actually talking to women. I had this cool girl at my Spanish table in Spanish class. I was like, and I loved talking to her. She was cool. But then, then COVID hit, so, like, everyone left. So that was whatever. But then that's when I really locked in, though, on the semen retention. Like, it was just crazy. I got the longest streak I had, and I thought, like, oh yeah, I've mastered it now. Bro, that was 2020. Bro did not get a year of semen retention until freaking 2026. Like, it didn't happen until then. That's how crazy long it takes, too. And, like, bro, so yeah, after that, suicidal squirrel right here. After that, bro, I had a long streak, and then, because that's through the summer. Like, I got the streak, 2020, COVID hit. I remember, it was April 1st, because I remember these dates, bro, because I remember counting them, and I don't know, like, it's just something I'm never going to forget. Like, I know the last time I did it, so I'm never going to forget. But I don't track it anymore. But I know if I wanted to, I could look up how long it's been. But I don't care. So, after I made it past a year, I'm like, all right, cool. Word. But yeah, so I did it for a while. And then I think it might have been like freaking sometime cold. Because where I live, it gets cold during like November, December, all that time. Like, that's when it's cold. And then when it's cold, I don't go outside. I didn't go outside as much. I didn't hang out with people as much. I didn't do anything. I was just at home with my thoughts. So I relapsed then. That was like 2021. And then I got on another long streak, I think 2021 to 2022. And I started doing jiu-jitsu. And that was cool. Because, like, I thought jiu-jitsu would keep me on the straight and narrow during the winter months. I did that for like 6 months, but I relapsed literally before a tournament, like a week before. I'm like, bro, what am I doing? Like, everybody knows with the semen retention, like, you hear all the boxers and everything before a fight, like, hold on, like, don't bust, because like that's gonna give you your stuff. And then friggin', what do? Gosh dang it, why did I do that? I don't know, bro. I wasn't there yet. All right, I wasn't there yet. So yeah, after that, I think 2023 was a bad one. Like, I had a bad year. I think 2023 was a bad year. Like I did a couple times, not a lot, but like, probably, I mean, it was a lot for me. It was probably like 6 times that year. So that was not good. And then yeah, 2024. Like, it's so demoralizing because like I got dang near to a year. I remember it was like January 3rd of 2022 that I relapsed, but I hadn't done it since like January 17th. I was like 2 weeks away from a year. But like, I'm not gonna lie, like during that time there was a lot of edging and all that. I don't know if y'all know about edging. It's like touching it and then not doing it. But also like what you think too, like entertaining fantasies and stuff like that. So I was doing that too all that time. So I literally got to 2 weeks before and I failed again, relapsed again. I was just demoralized. And then 2023 came, and it was a struggle because that was just not fun. I think it was January 2022 and then freaking January 2023 was the relapse. I was like, dang, bro. But then 2023, that was the bad year. I asked, bro, it was so whack what happened with this one girl. It sucks. It just sucks because I was at my lowest, not my lowest, but like I was at a low point, and it was summer too. So I was feeling good. Like, I was talking to this girl, and it was weird how it was. And then, it was just a weird situation. Long story short, like, she was like playing with me for some reason. She was like, oh yeah, I wanted to, like, it was through my sister. She was like, oh yeah, I was just joking. I didn't think this was a real date. I'm like, all right. So I just took her home. I just dropped them back off because I'm like, what's going on? I thought I had an actual date, but then it wasn't. That sucked. But hey, I'm stronger from it. But then I relapsed then again in the summer, so I was really low. But then 2024 happened. I was at a job I really hated in 2023, and then I went and came back. Wow, the gas prices are nice around here. Sheesh. Yeah, 2024 happened, and I was just on my stuff. Like, I went back to a job I liked. I was working out more than ever, and 2023 was such a low year for me. But like, you need low years sometimes, where like I was not working out as much. I was getting fat, bro. I got up to like 192. I mean, I still worked out a decent bit. Like, I wasn't that fat, but like I was not, the shredded king you see right now. But ultimately, I went back to a job I liked, and then that's a job that is way more active too. So I got slimmed down, talked to more girls then, and that was just a lot of. I got almost a year then too, but then I relapsed again in 2025. I'm like, come on, come on, bro. It's always the winter months. I get so mad because it's always the winter months. I'm like, bro, how am I gonna do this? And then thank God, I found a video. I think it was Beyond the Alchemy. That's a great channel, bro. Y'all should check that out, honestly. It's like, that's just for semen retention, bro. he was like, you gotta, like, I didn't know edging was bad, right? Like, I mean, I knew it, but, like, I didn't know, like, the depths. Like, I knew, like, touching your thing wasn't great. But I was like, you can't even entertain the thoughts. And once I stopped doing that, bro, that's when the real power came in. It's like, literally, I was just like, yo, God, I don't want this thought. When it came to anything, like, because in bed, that was the worst part. Like, not like I'd be walking around horny all the time, and I wouldn't really be looking at girls like that, like, not like looking, but like, you know, looking at girls. Like, a lot of people be like, oh, look on the butt on that woman. I'm like, I'm cool. I'm cool, bro. Like, she's just chilling. Why are we objectifying her? She's probably a lovely lady. She's probably mad chill. And we're like, wow, look at her butt. Like, come on, bro. What are we doing? But then, so yeah. So after all that, yeah, I got to it, and I was like, I was not looking at girls like that. And then after that, I was, I purified. Like, that was the hardest part, was like praying on it too. If y'all, I don't know what y'all believe, whoever you could pray to, even if it's the universe, you just ask the universe to help you out. Even if you don't believe in a God or anything like that, you just pray to the universe something, and it helps, bro. You just say, yo, I don't want these thoughts. Like, stay with me in the face of temptation. Like, when some crazy pops up, because, bro, you cannot, like, and that's the other thing too. Like, I the first year, I just deleted everything, all my social medias and everything. I was off of that completely. But then I'm like, oh dang, I want to be a YouTuber, so I kind of have to be on this. But like, I can't let it use me. So that's always a struggle. But yeah, so eventually, that was my biggest thing. Was like, every night I would because I couldn't go to bed right away, so I'd be like entertaining stuff in my mind. I'm like, this is nice, just entertaining it, because your mind is powerful. But then when I stopped doing that, I think the hardest part when I stopped doing that was like, wow, I just cannot fall asleep right now without it. That's why I was trying, like, that's why I felt the freaking temptations telling me. But then I was like, yo, nah, I usually just take this long to fall asleep anyway. Like, even with the temptations, bro, like, it just takes this long for me to fall asleep anyway. So then I just start thinking about, like, anything else. Freaking, I don't know. Like, I wonder how Kyrie Irving's going to do when he comes back. Like, just stupid sports, something that's not that. You know what I mean? Like, that's the number one thing. I'll be like, yo, I wonder how Kyrie's going to do when he comes back, because Kyrie is tough. Right? Just something simple like that, bro. But yeah, and then eventually, God willing, I think the other big thing that helped me out too was hanging out with friends, and like, not having to play sports to hang out with friends. Like, that was my biggest thing. I'd be like, yo, I ain't going if we're just going somewhere to eat. That's why I wouldn't go out just to go get food with someone and talk to them, because I was like, nah, why would I do that? Why would I do that? You know what I mean? Like, yeah, bro, it's crazy. So yeah, I did that throughout the winter. I had people I could go hang out with at night too, so I got like so much more energy. And then I was going to bed early. I was just doing all the right stuff. And even then, I was still working out. But even like the last year previous, during the winters, I would still work out. I would still go to bed early. But I don't think I had that social aspect checked off like I do now. So yeah, that's when it happened. And then eventually we made it through. We got to the day that it was, and we got to a year. I was praying on it, and I'm like, bro, I can't believe this happened. And I had a trip to Texas, so I didn't really get to like completely soak it in. And I came back, I'm like, bro, we did it. Like, and that's something I wrote down too. I was like, yo, I want to reach a year of semen retention. God, please. Hey, please. And we did it. And then after I did it, I'm like, I wasn't like, hey, I gotta go wash some pee. But I wasn't. I was like, all right, cool, let's go. I was just hype. I'm like, thank God. And like, I just keep using this energy. And like, that's the other thing, bro. Like, the energy is just there. You don't have to transmute the energy or anything like that. It's just there. Like, as long as you don't bust, or if you're like, getting your mind clean is like the number one thing I would say that you can do. And how you do that exactly, if you want exactly how to clean your mind, because you're like this, I don't know if y'all, I'm just going to talk to me, like me from 2 years ago. You want to clean your mind exactly, you want to never relapse again. The number one thing you have to do is, like, I'm talking to him right after you relapse, all right? Number one thing you have to do is do not edge. So what does that mean? That means in bed, when you're about to go to sleep, you guys say, oh, wouldn't it be nice to lay with blah 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 and have sex with blah blah blah. No, it would not be. You say, hey, and when you feel these thoughts, literally the way you get rid of them is you say, yo, God, hey, these, you gotta give them power. You gotta recognize these temptations got power, so you can take it serious. Be like, yo, God, this is a strong urge. I don't want this, and you gotta be genuine though. Like if it's still your time and you still want to do that, I mean, that's a tough situation though too. Because if you're watching this video and you're done with it and you're just after relapse, you're done, you're good. So I'll say, yeah, you gotta be like, yo, God, I don't want this, right? I don't want this. And then you go and you just try to think about something else. And if it pops up again, you say, yo, God, I don't want this. Please help me. Bro, because sometimes it'll be just real strong, crazy thoughts out of nowhere. Because I remember one time I was like, bro, this is lunacy. I didn't have anywhere to go with the energy either. I worked a closing shift, and it was just crazy temptation the entire time. And I had coffee that morning too. So I'm like, bro, God help. God help. So, and then he did. Eventually it did. I was like, yo, I don't want this thought. I don't want this thought. Why am I having this thought? Because it's like, bro, we all know we are not our thoughts. Like, it's, you know, you can't control the exact thought that comes in, but you can control how you react to it. Because, like, you can't avoid thinking about something, and when you do, you're just going to think about it anyway. So that's what I would say is keep your mind right. Don't touch your dingling. And then other than that, bro, yeah, try to find some friends that you could hang out with that is high vibrational stuff. I don't drink, I don't smoke, so even if you do have friends that drink and smoke, if you're doing stuff that is not drinking and smoking, I don't know. I don't like nightlife either. I'm such a grandpa, but it's chill because I got bigger ambitions, and that's what I like to do. And I like how I feel sober. I like who I am sober. So yeah. So I would say literally go hang out, go to like a nice burrito spot or something, or pho. I just tried pho. Pho is great. That's great. Try Indian food, bro. I'm getting like mad culturally, you know. I got a lot of friends from different cultures, so I'm like, bro, put me onto this Indian food, bro. Put me onto this Indian food, Bob. And Bob did. Bob put me onto the freaking Indian food like crazy. But Indian food is so tough, bro. It is so tough. But yeah, get some Mexican food, something chill. Something with someone you could just talk to sober, and it's just fun. And then be back home by like 8 p.m. Or go out to breakfast, something simple. Or tie it to like sports. Like if y'all are hoopers like I am, or even pickleball, because that's something you can play with people who are not that athletic. No disrespect, but like it's just fun. It's just fun. Like just something you could do, get you out of the house. And socializing, because that's something, you know, a lot of people, red pill or whatever, YouTubers, be like, yeah, nah, hey, you know, be a lone wolf for a little, I had my season of doing that, bro. It's cool, but it gets lonely. It really gets lonely, so. Yep, alright, that's all my, that is my story of semen retention. I eventually did it, and bro, y'all will do it too. It's just a matter of time, that's all. If you're on this path and you are watching this video and you made it to this point, after all of my yapping, you are 1,000% making it. And I gave y'all the tips right there. Make it a year plus. So, hey, go out, do great things. Sorry, you only saw half my face here. I'm gonna get a little camera thing where I could set this up and talk to my car. So that'll be chill. Hopefully for my birthday. That's coming up soon. But yeah. Alright, y'all. Take it easy, do great things. What the heck? And yeah, that's my journey. And y'all stay strong on your journey. And y'all got it. I believe in y'all, so take care. Well, you know, I'm gonna just yap till I pull over, and I'll just probably cut it. No, I'll just cut it. Alright. Bye.